Hi everybody, this is Madison Anowski. I'm doing a presentation on Gerald Arpino, and this is for the class Dance History. Arpino was born on January 14, 1923 in Staten Island, New York. Full name Gerald Peter Arpino. Arpino learned to dance in his spare time while serving for the U.S. Coast Guard from 1945 to 1948, where he learned to dance at Mary Ann Wells Ballet School in Seattle at about age 22. This is where he met his lifelong partner in life and in business, Robert Joffrey, which we'll learn about more in just a moment. In 1948, Arpino moved to New York City after leaving the U.S. Coast Guard. After moving to New York, he began studying with Alexandria Farova at the School of American Ballet. He trained with the American Ballet for 2 years. Once he left, he started training with the Rosa Ballet in 1950. He toured with the Rosa Ballet and appeared in Broadway musicals from 1950 to about 1956. He was the co-founder of the Joffrey Ballet in 1956, which is where he was offered his first teaching position in 1961. He only stopped performing himself due to an injury in 1963 at age 40, but his choreography and teaching career lasted for the rest of his life. Robert Joffrey was Gerald Arpino's partner in not only business but also in life. Robert Joffrey wasn't always his name. He was once Abdullah Jaffa Bekar. It isn't publicly known why Joffrey changed his name, but he did. He was born on December 24, 1930, in Seattle, Washington, United States, and died on March 25th in 1988 in New York City. When Joffrey died, Arpino decided to take over the legacy and tradition of the Joffrey Ballet, which he co-founded with Joffrey in 1956. While Joffrey was still alive, Arpino was the associate director for many years. It has been said many times that Joffrey and Arpino are truly best friends and amazing colleagues, even though somehow Joffrey was always accidentally upstaging Arpino. People think that Joffrey and Arpino were both visionaries of their times. An example of Arpino's amazing work is Confetti, which you will see in following slides. The Joffrey Ballet, or as I like to call it, Arpino and Joffrey's baby. This is truly where both Arpino and Joffrey became household names, and Arpino found his home for teaching and choreography. Arpino is the first choreographer licensed to create ballets for the Office of American Presidency, the Pantages and the Palace present to a day. He also is the only choreographer ever to have 4 shows performed in the White House. He choreographed hundreds of numbers, and that will be shown in just a moment. When the company was in a fragile financial state, a fraction of the Joffrey board wanted to remove Arpino as artistic director in 1990. When they removed him, he took his ballets and his dancers with him, which caused outrage in the public eye. When this happened, he legally renamed the company Joffrey Ballet Chicago, and Chicago supporters gave him financial aid. This way, the ballets could still be performed under the Joffrey name, and talk about a loophole. With all the financial support, he was even able to go on international tours being the choreographer for the Joffrey Ballet. Some of his amazing works look like Confetti was choreographed by Gerald Arpino. It is normally performed by 3 female dancers and 3 male dancers. This dance starts with a solo ballet dancer in green on stage, moving in the classic ballet style. The dancer demonstrates amazing technique from her quick piqué turns to her hops on point. Arpino truly demonstrates the strength that is needed to do this style of ballet by adding hard technique steps in the performance, as well as making the dancer pause in very difficult positions. Look how much strength just this one section takes. As the female dancer is leaving the stage, the male dancer enters from the upstage back left corner with a tambourine. He moves quickly through his movements, demonstrating versatility and mobility. The man is wearing a white button-up, presumably with white stockings, with a pink sash around his lower waist. Adding the tambourine, I think, adds a bit of extra difficulty because the dancers now need to be constantly on time with the music to make sure the tambourine doesn't distract from the movement. This then leads into a sequence of all 6 dancers coming on and off the stage with tambourines, all doing the same movement, which I personally think demonstrates that females can do just as much as males in the dance world. When all of the dancers enter the stage at the same time for the first time, they do a grand jeté simultaneously. This demonstrates the pure strength of all of the dancers and their mobility. I'm not sure if I'm actually summarizing this dance correctly, but I think the dance was created to show the strength of both men and women. It's constantly moving back and forth between both genders, but also how they can work together and create an amazing piece. It's unknown why Arpino chose to choreograph this specific piece, but I personally think he did it to make people think. Ballet is just the thing they can make look pretty and very athletic at the same time. Touch Me, choreographed by Gerald Arpino. This piece features a male solo artist in a very beautiful, long, flowy skirt pants combination. The male dancers' movement are very passionate and flowy. Normally, male dancers are choreographed to show the strength of the dancer, so it's very interesting that Arpino chose a very masculine-looking man to perform a very non-masculine dance. I personally think that Arpino, being a gay man in the time frame that he lives, is very empowering. I think that he used being masculine as a performer to his advantage. I also think he's able to demonstrate amazing technique and capabilities of the dancers when you allow them to be vulnerable even as a man. I know that dance is completely subjective, but after learning about him, I hope that this is what he was trying to accomplish. Arpino passed away October 29, 2008 in Chicago, Illinois. He was known and recognized as an artist both alive and dead. This is a list of just a fraction of the awards he was given through his lifetime and after his passing. If you would like to read them, pause now. He truly was a visionary, and so was his partner Joffrey. They both made amazing works and should be known for them, and I think they are. He is willing to take risks where most people of his time would never have dared to go. This was Gerald Arpino. These were the references used in this presentation.